Welcome to this moment, to your breath, to awe, wonder, curiosity, maybe even joy as we expand our breath, take in our life, take in our inside life. I am in awe and wonder of the complexity of my inside life. And then thinking that, oh my God, every other human must have all this stuff going on as well. It's just, for me, awe-inspiring. And I'll keep coming back to myself and compassion for myself. I love that somebody mentioned yesterday that to meet our stories, the complexities, the things that block us from seeing other people with no demand energy at all. This is not another thing that we're not doing right. This is not a goal that we're going to reach and then it's like, what's next? This is life. This is living life. This is a way. It is not something else to give ourselves a hard time about. That I don't need. I don't know about you. I don't need another thing to sort of like, oh, you should have done this or you should have done that. No, this is not that. There's no demand here. Absolutely no demand. There's only presence. There's only being with. And allowing awe and wonder. Starting with our own complexity. With our own things that come and go with contraction and expansion. The joy and awe of epiphanies. Oh yes, there is that. We don't have to have epiphanies. I think in the definition is they just come. And to welcome them when we can find some learning in a difficult experience, instead of having it reinforce the same old story, the same old victim story that I may have about how I can't get it because of this or that, particularly about my past. It's like, oh, come on, Barbara. Are you doing that again? It's okay, honey. You can do that again. Just breathe into it. That's my only request, is just to breathe into it. And the feeling in your body. Is this going to be a learning experience, or is it going to be the same old story? The only request is to notice it, bring awareness to it, name it. Name it to tame it, as is commonly said, and is helpful because we're in presence when we're naming something. We're in compassion. And it is more than what we name it. We are more than what we name our parts. We're way bigger There's so much that we don't know, and that's what today is focused on. All that I don't know, being in awe of it, and finding joy in the path, if you can. It's way easier for me to find joy when I'm rested in the morning, but not always. Sometimes I wake up in dread. And that is another opportunity to be just as curious and just as supportive and compassionate. Understanding. And instead of we are that, which kind of solidifies us into a thing that's not alive, noticing with it, oh yes, that happens sometimes in me. Oh, even that's a pattern sometimes in me. And in awe of the thousands, the millions of possibilities of how to hold each moment, how to be with each moment. And the extraordinary complexity of life. Without demanding life be a certain way, that we be a certain way. Those are just thoughts. Those are just feelings. I think it's 90 seconds. It used to be 40 seconds when back probably 30 years ago people told me 40 seconds, that's how long emotions last. Now it's 90 seconds. It's still a very short amount of time. And when we reach the end of that 90 seconds, our minds kick in. We retell ourselves the story, sometimes. And it's awe-inspiring for me, this pattern, this, like the rapidness of coming and going. So let's just stay with this. And then offer this wisdom, offer internally epiphanies to our loved ones. We can verbalize them, but make sure you have permission. These beautiful epiphanies that we have that come and go, that bring us awe and wonder and absolute joy. Absolute joy. In that we are able to see life, to experience life, and offer it to loved ones, offer it to people we deeply care about. We can even offer it to neutral people, people we don't know very well, people we get lots of emails from. We don't know them very well. Internally, when we get these emails that stimulate us, we can say, oh, what's the epiphany here? Where's the choice in this? I may be stimulated, but I am in choice, aren't I? I don't have to read this email. I can delete it. Whoops. Oh, I'm so sorry. My computer crashed. I lost all my emails. What was it you said? That's a neutral person, an example. People that trigger us, I think these are the ones that, habitually, that they have a way of getting in underneath our skin. May they have epiphanies, may we have epiphanies about them. to loosen our grip, and the awe of having them come and go, the wonder, how it expands, how it can take an inspiring in-breath. And may all beings benefit from this extraordinary practice, this amazing practice of awe, wonder, curiosity, knowing that epiphanies come and go, learnings come and go, as long as we're open to them. Awe at the complexities of our species. Oh my God. All that's going on in me. Think of the 6 billion people in the world and how really crowded it is. And may all beings in the world benefit from this beautiful practice, your extraordinary presence. You hung in here to the very end. How many people hang in for a whole 12 minutes? Give yourself a pat on the back. Thank you so much. I appreciate your presence.